you can see my shadow, my big GoPro on my head. Sometimes I wear the chest mount, sometimes the head mount, but the head mount you get a better view, I feel like. So like down there, that little beach was never there. They made it. And I don't really understand what the purpose. I don't see any of the freighters. They may be further north, or maybe they're done. It's been winter here, so I don't ride my bike quite as much because it's rainy, it can get windy. I don't mind the cold, but I don't want to ride in the rain and the wind. Once in a while you'll see seals in here. Here's one of the fences. It looks like it's open, which is nice. So we'll go in. People do not like you in here. Sometimes there's dogs in here as well. You can see there's some homeless people. Yeah, well, let's see what we see. So right now we're going north along the Sacramento River. We're probably about 6 miles south of downtown Sacramento. A lot of the people that own these houses say they have private easements that come to this levee, so they don't want you up here. I come up here and ride. Occasionally I get yelled at. We might get yelled at today. There's a cool batting cage that's no longer. And I get there's these folks that own these houses, they don't want homeless camps back here, and I get it. I wouldn't either. And sometimes there are homeless camps back here. We just saw one mini camp. And then they get dogs, and I've been chased by dogs up here. And they litter, there's litter. And if you have kids, I get it. But you know, I just want to ride it. So I understand where they're coming from. Got something going here. We got a patriotic homeless camp. The thing that worries me when I see these little camps are dogs. A lot of times they have dogs. See if this guy, sometimes you'll see people like this guy up here and they'll stop you. Say, you realize you're on private property. We'll see if we get that. And try to just be polite. Hi. No, that person was very nice. But I've been stopped many times by folks. And like I say, I get it. I get both sides to it. The neighborhood in here is called the Little Pocket. Some really neat houses in there. Look at that pool. I don't know what that is. You can see that. It looks like some kind of circle thing. I don't know. Now there's a fence up here that I've gotten past, and they really yell at you. They'll stop you. They'll hoot and holler at you. And one time we were going, this gate was open, so we went through it. The other gate was shut. We started to come back, and they had locked us in. It's like, you don't want us in here, but you just locked me in. Like, what? It makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. So they ended up letting me out, but it's like, yeah, call the cops. They're not. This battle's been going on for 30 years. It was right in here, just past that trailer. So if we were able to get by this fence, we would hit Scott's Seafood, which is a Hampton or some kind of hotel on the river. But it's locked. Oh, look at this. Is it? Yeah, some not very nice people on that side. Again, I shouldn't say that. I get it. But they don't own the levee. So we'll go back. When it rains big time, the water will come all the way up to the levee. All this out here is flooded. It'll be completely flooded. And there's been instances where there's homeless camps back in here, and then it floods it, which puts all that trash into the river. Sometimes tents are in the river then. And it's just a mess. You know, and some of these camps, they're not sanitary. You're not doing anybody a favor by letting folks live like that. You know, there's litter everywhere that floods into the river. These folks that live here, you know, it's not good for them. So it's just an issue. It's one that continues to get worse here in California, and specifically the Bay Area, and now the Sacramento area. It's gotten worse drastically over the last 5 years. I've been here over 10 years. It's gotten a lot worse, but whatever California's doing, it's definitely not the model to follow. I'm not saying I got the answers, but California hasn't been able to seem to fix it. And I just hope that, you know, San Francisco used to be such a beautiful city, and it still is, but so many businesses unfortunately have left, and the amount of crime and drug use, you know, now they have to have poop patrols, and it's just a lot different. When I moved here in 2012, so much fun going to San Francisco. It's such a unique city, and we just don't go there anymore. One, it's dangerous, but two, there's all the businesses are gone. You can still go to Fisherman's Wharf, but if you go, I used to love to stay in the town square there, where the trolley starts, and there's, you know, a bunch of really cool hotels, and then a bunch of cool shops, Saks Fifth Avenue and the Nike store, a bunch of outlets and great restaurants, and almost all of those stores have left. So it's yeah, it's sad. We got some unhappy drivers there. Man, it's one thing to give it a little honk, but she was just plain out not happy. I think when people do that driving, I get the honk, but the continued rage, I just don't think you're a happy person if you act like that. But what do I know? See if we see any homeless camps today. They've been clearing them out, trying to keep folks from being back here. I also think people are less likely to be back here because there's a lot of people. Typically those camps don't like to be around a lot of people. And these paths are getting used quite a bit, I think, since they've been open. Still some work to be done, as you can see with the construction tape. And it's been raining, as you can see, which I think slowed down some of the final touches on this path. Hard to lay concrete in the rain. There's a bridge down here that's supposed to be rebuilt. The old one had been there since the train went over it and had caught fire, so it was not salvageable. Hi.
Hi.
I think I scared them. Maybe I'm supposed to yell on your left. I try to remember to do that, but I don't want to scare them yelling on your left either. Alright, here's the new bridge. Got a new little bridge. Oh yeah. That is an upgrade. Wow. And if you were going at night, you'd sure eat shit hitting that. Well, look at this. It's nice. A lot of water. Man, you would really eat shit at night. There's a little camp. You see where the old railroad track used to come. It is no longer, obviously. That person by themselves with the mask honked. Was the guy honking. He's impatient. We got a guy that doesn't seem to be able to make the turn. Hey, cool dogs. Really cool mutts. I guess they're not mutts. Cool dogs though. Guy's wearing a mask by himself, and then he honks because a car doesn't immediately go at the green. That guy's not happy. He can't be. My 2024 New Year resolution is going to be not to honk at a single person driving unless it's to prevent a collision. I think that's a good New Year's resolution. I think everybody should do that. This looks new. This little retaining wall. Same with this one. Wonder what the deal is that is. See, that's all that litter. That was a little homeless camp, and then that's the remnants. That's the leftovers. It's just sad. I mean, just look at it all. The other things, there's needles and stuff that you'll find when you go searching around in there. Don't know the solution, but it's sad.